So anyway, let us begin. All right, this is the Headless Hour. Today, not together, but we are together. In fact, I have a special guest, rising YouTube sensation. There he is, making the peace sign. It's not a gang sign, by the way. It's well, that one might be. It is Michaelwave. Michael, do you want to introduce yourself? By the way, is your last name Wave? I just want to get that right.
Yes, yeah, it is. You got that correct. Thank you for fully doxing me the second I come on to this illustrious podcast. Huge platform, so really excited to get out there, share some of my ideas that, are just, I'm very PC on my channel, so I'm very excited to flex my muscles a little bit and talk about some real shit today. So yeah, but no, I make dumb cooking videos on YouTube. Really love rap artists and Frank Ocean so far. I got another video coming soon, but we'll talk about all about that later. Happy to be here.
Very interesting. So you make cooking videos, you said. So you
Yeah.
cook food, I presume. Of course, I did my research.
Yes. Yeah. I put ingredients into a pot and then I eat those. So yeah, that's what I do.
Interesting. So you eat pot. That's curious.
I
I
consume
have
pot daily.
uh, so in your cooking videos, I've seen them. All right, and
hmm
this is their first time meeting. Of course, I've never known you in my life.
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Yeah. So in your cooking videos, how do you come up with your ideas? All right. So like you like rap, you like urban music. You you listen to a rap song, you hear the word pineapple. Is the first thing in your head, I need to make a video about pineapples and Frank Ocean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's sort of something like that. So, like, I think bringing it back to the start, my original inspiration for making these types of videos was I was scrolling, I was brain rotting online, and I came across an edit of somebody collected every time that Kanye West named an animal. So it was just like cricket, orangutan, like roach or something like that. And it was just this dumb video collage. I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. And I was like, wait, like, what if you did that? Because I've always like, cooking and shit like that. So I was like, well, what if you did that, but with like lyrics? And he has plenty of albums, plenty of songs. I'm sure that I could try and make something from that. So that was like the original inspiration there. Divine inspiration, actually. Only second video on my channel. I got a whole series now, milking that dry, as any good YouTuber does. But yeah, so I just sort of pay attention to that. A lot of like rappers have like a lot of lyrics to draw from, so and a decent like amount of albums to draw from as well. So it can get pretty easy. But you don't have seasonings to work with, so that can be harder. But yeah, so that was sort of my original inspiration for that.
Interesting. So you said you don't have any seasoning to work with. Is that a racial comment?
No, no, no. Well, yeah, it is because I'm a white person. We really only have salt in the house here, so I have to go out and buy cinnamon. When I really need to, bro. No, but like it's more common for like especially a rapper to say like, oh, beef, or you're like beefing with somebody, or you call somebody corny. You got corn there. There's some things like sweet as sugar. Common song lyrics, stuff like that. That's going to be way more common than somebody saying like cloves or allspice or garlic salt, or like onion powder, shit like that.
This is
But you'd be
true. This
surprised,
is
bro.
true.
You'd be surprised. Some of them, they'd be dropping full on like recipes in some of these songs. So it makes it pretty easy on me.
That is interesting. I have kind of the exact opposite content strategy. I think the Headless Hour, like the most views we have, honestly, the older episodes may have gotten a couple hundred, but on
Big time.
Spotify, the best episode has about 78 views, which is pretty huge, by the way.
That is that, dude, that's massive, bro. That's a
That
big time
is
audience.
quite massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, there's different strokes for different folks. I think that's what we're learning today. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Well, my shit's all been downhill, bro. My first video I made in that series, my Kanye video, bro, that was my peak. Second video
Yeah,
on my channel,
how many views did it get? I
over.
don't even remember.
Let's see, bro. I
You on
think
your channel?
I think I'm sitting at 101 now. K on that video. It was so huge, like, and it just goes to show all this fucking content shit is not real. Like, it's the algorithm decides to shoot steroids into one of your videos, and then you just gotta hope that people will watch your other stuff too, or you do similar stuff, or people like you for some reason. But yeah, bro, like I've done a few of those videos, and I really haven't made that much content, and neither of you, to my knowledge. Of course, I've just met you. But yeah, I mean, like my first video, 520 views. My second video, 101K. The video after that, 725 views, bro. So if there's
That's
anybody
crazy.
listening to this right now who is an aspiring content creator, just don't take it seriously at all. Just make what you want to make, because the odds are you will never find success. So that's my message to all. That is my message to all creators. Give up hope. But when you give up hope, you can just like make whatever you want, and it doesn't matter because you're just having
That's
fun.
very
So
that's very headless of you, I must say. This is very fitting for the theme of the podcast.
I know I'm trying to stay on
Yeah.
brand for the environment.
I do have one more question. I have more than one more question, but
Okay.
how are your bowel movements? I know you like to cook, you know.
Come on
I
now, bro.
recently got reports, I heard from various sources close to you. I am a journalist after all. I do my research. I found out you were having some trouble with your stool. You mind telling me a
That's
little bit about that?
First of all, this is my first set of allegations that I've had to deal with as a content creator. So this is actually really great prep for me. I'm just going to deny the allegations at this time. As many of my close friends and associates know, very similar to Kim Jong-un, I don't defecate in any form. So I really don't do that. Anybody who's telling you that is spreading misinformation. The trust and safety team at Facebook is going to have a few words with them. I'm going to call up my lobbyists, and we're going to have a couple people from my pack come down and shoot you in the head. So thank you for your thank you for your snake journalism. That's just not true, and I deny all the allegations. And I will be going underground for a little bit, but I'll be resurfacing in a few months when people forget these allegations.
That makes sense. Okay, so your poop was not green. That's something else I was told.
I don't poop. I don't do that. I just
Okay,
don't.
I was gonna say your gallbladder might be affected by putting
No,
various ingredients in your food, but I
no.
assume that's not happening. All right. I'll take your word for it, as any journalist would, as you are a first person source. I think that's what it's
Yeah,
called in
yeah,
journalism school,
exactly.
which I went to all 12 years.
See,
Um,
you know what's up.
yeah, exactly. Um, so what else do you want to talk about? I think I'm going to discuss something with you. This is going to turn very casual now. All right. I'm
Okay.
going to tell.
The
I'm going to
interview
tell
is
you.
now over. We are moving into
Yeah.
casual territory, which is my favorite
This is where
territory.
it begins, right? The introduction is over. Now the actual podcast begins. All
There we
right. So
go.
I have
Yeah,
a
I hope
job.
you should put the
Yeah.
timestamp to skip to this time, so they can avoid the allegations of me shitting myself or whatever you said.
I'll put it right before, so we start with the allegations. All right.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. Really appreciate that.
That's no problem. That's on my behalf. All right. That's just a favor from me to you. But
Yeah.
contrary to popular belief, I don't make a living from YouTube. I have a
Really?
job. Yeah, I know. I mean, I make millions, but I make most of my money, in the market.
Okay,
Yeah,
so buying crypto racehorses and racing those.
exactly. I bought the Argentinian meme coin, and I was the one
There
who
we
rug
go.
pulled the entire country. Actually,
There we
I was
go.
the one who
You were
did
a
that.
sniper. You almost sniped the president in crypto, not in real life, guys. In
Now
crypto, you almost stole.
let's not get too crazy. All right,
Yeah, you.
let's not make threats of violence. He
No,
said
I'm
that,
sorry
by
about
the
that.
way.
No, I didn't say that.
All right, yeah, he didn't say it. But I was driving home from work of buying meme coins in the inner
Mhm.
city. Um, and there was a young boy, a young teen, all right, a young lad. He had the Gen Z curly haircut. He was driving behind me, very close. He was sniffing my car's exhaust pipes on the back.
Mhm.
S- he was frighteningly close as I was driving home.
Yep.
And anytime I had to brake, I would see his curly hair like in the little mirror, and he would
Mhm.
always be looking down, presumably at his phone, scrolling the TikTok. Um, I don't like these people. What are your thoughts on these people?
I think that you should have slammed on your brakes and, not that you're going to go out and cause an accident or bodily harm to people like this.
I would
But,
never.
metaphorically, metaphysically, spiritually, I think these people need to be put in their place. I think they need to have a scare of some form. Maybe you can, throw rocks out your window and try and hit his car with those. I don't know. Honestly, do you have any further like information about this individual that could maybe lead us to some sort of like pattern recognition so we can identify these people? Is it the young? Is it the broccoli hair? Or is he a white person? Do white people do this?
I'm going to be honest. It's mostly older white gentlemen in Chevrolets, usually pickup
Yeah.
trucks, not the little
Yeah.
ones. But this one was not. This one was in a. I don't even know what car he was driving. I don't know. I couldn't see the logo because he was so close. It was like all I saw was his blue T-shirt, his broccoli hair, and his snow white face. All right, that's what I saw.
Okay. So clearly we're writing that down. So that's something we need to know for the future that
Yeah.
people who are white in the face, they're causing trouble. But second, this is a point I definitely did want to bring up tonight and something I've been passionate about for a while. What are your thoughts on instituting social credit in the United States?
I'd be for it. I think the homeless would have low credit and we would be able to, handle them appropriately, right?
No,
Because
it's not about the homeless. Immediately attacks homeless people, takes the first opportunity to attack people who don't have a place to live. You're a champion, bro. You're really, we need leaders like you in our government, bro. Please,
All right,
we need
here's the
more of
thing. All
that.
right. Here's the thing about the
They've
homeless.
been up
All
for
right.
too long. The homeless control society.
I mean, it is. Is it not? They take over benches. They use the public as their bathroom. We're living in
Thank
their
God we're
bathroom.
putting
That's what's
spikes
happening.
on those
Yeah,
benches so that they can't sleep on them. Jesus Christ.
exactly, dude. Exactly. No, but
That's
but here's the deal. All right. Here's the thing about homeless people. So we often make a big fuss. We say we don't want anyone to be homeless, right? Would you agree with that statement?
Yes, I don't want anyone to be homeless. I want them to be homed. I want people to be safe and secure. Yeah, I would agree with that statement. So you got me so far. Let's continue down this line
All
of
right, all
logic.
right.
Let's see where you're going.
So how would you give homeless people homes? You know what I mean? Like you can't just pay for it. That's not how it works.
Yeah, we
Right? So
can. We can just print more money and then we can pay for their housing.
or we could have a government issued meme coin that's rug pulled and the winnings are given to the
And then we
homeless.
use and then
That's
we use the money
yeah,
from
but that
we
wasn't
use the
my
money
point.
from the rug pull to support public services. Maybe this
Exactly.
is
I
what
mean,
they
we
were
could do
doing
that.
in Venezuela.
Yeah, because what that creates is a system of meritocracy, right? So you have people who are buying the meme coin without much knowledge, right? These are people with brain deficits, one could say. They're not very intellectual.
Deficits.
And these individuals would be punished by the system. And, I think most people, including those uh, who consider themselves to be progressives, right? They speak lowly of those who purchase meme coins. Correct?
Fair, but I will raise you. These people, they're buying these things because they're just trying to find a quick, a get rich quick scheme. And people who usually do that are not really up on their luck already, unless they're like teenagers. So wouldn't those people be going homeless if we were to rob them and then redistribute the wealth from poor people to poor people? Like, is this your solution?
Well, all right, all right. Well, here's the deal. All right, the rich, they have it bad enough. All right, they're not gonna want to pay. So we have to give the homeless money from other homeless. Correct?
I don't know. That is not correct, bro.
Hear me out here. All right.
No.
All right. So here's the deal. The only way to end homelessness is A, you either get rid of homeless people, all right? So you kill them, or you
No.
all right, okay, but not actually kill them. We put them to sleep, or or B, we steal from the homeless we don't like and we give to the homeless we like.
Who makes that judgment? Who is responsible for? Is this you? Are we talking about an authoritarian level solution? Like who's going to be in charge of this? Is Elon Musk going to make this determination?
No, but that's what we would use the social credit. That's what we would use the social credit score for. Does that make sense? This all ties in. This all ties into your question.
this is following and tracking very heavily. Yeah, this is great.
No, yeah. So those homeless who they do bad things, such as live on the streets. They would be they would have their social credit deducted, right? Because they're
Yeah,
thugs, they're
they're
criminals.
doing that voluntarily to be a nuisance. That is what you were saying. Yeah, they're doing this to be a nuisance. Brilliant.
No, but here's the thing,
Incredible.
right? The ones who are doing the things we don't want them to do, their social credit score would go down. And the homeless who are hustling, right? They're on their grind. They're watching Lucas Belmar clips on Instagram Reels. Those ones would be they would be helped out, right? So we would steal the housing from the bad homeless and we would give it to the good homeless.
Incredible.
Yeah.
This is an incredible idea. No, what we really need to do is we need to interview. Do you remember this? This might be a targeted story. This is not a political story. Okay, this is just something that did happen. I wanted to raise this. So I think like the Chinese, like the I don't know, like Xi
Too
Jinping was
far.
coming into town in like San Francisco or something like that in California. Do you remember this? Where there was like these officials from a foreign country coming in to San Francisco and they have a huge problem with homelessness.
They had to clean
And
it up.
suddenly those people weren't there for a little bit. And the real question is, where did they go? Where were
Exactly.
they moved? So I
It's
think we
almost
need
like
to
social
interview the.
credit. It's almost like social credit cures homelessness, does it not?
No, I don't think that was instituted. I think there was some sort of dark magic that was at use. I think there was some sort of either extraterrestrial tractor beams or they
Are
put
you
them in the
calling?
sewer.
Are you calling the country of China extraterrestrial, or is that what you're saying?
No, no, I'm saying that the government of the leading government of San Francisco or the city, wherever this happened. This is a very informed podcast, by the way. This is a very informed conversation we're having. Now, we need to figure out how they moved them and then where they were moved to, because we're looking
I
for a
think they put
solution
them
that
in
benefits
jail.
most
I,
people.
I I think they put some of them in jail.
Did not put them in. They actually put them in jail.
I think that would make sense because they don't have hotel
I'm
rooms, do
literally
they?
looking. I'm literally looking this up.
They had to be in prison. Where else would you put? Or you'd put them in Oakland, I guess. You just move them over to the next town.
Okay, no, this is a real story. Wait, we're doing real journalism right now. You need to listen to this.
Wow.
So
All
I'm
right.
just reading from the San Francisco Standard, showing that I didn't make this up. This is fantastic.
That's
Headline:
fake
San
news, dude.
Francisco
That's
cleaned
fake
up this.
news.
No, no, this is real. This is real news. This is a real American patriot who wrote this article. Okay, I can confirm that David should. He has a very European last name. I can't say that. I apologize to the European audience. But he wrote this article. It says San Francisco cleaned up the streets ahead of APEC. But how and what exactly did it do? Okay, yeah. So it was Xi Jinping. Yeah, Joe Biden met with President Xi Jinping. San Francisco cleaned up the streets. They moved the homeless to other parts of the city, cleared tent cities, and cleared trash off the streets. So
Wait,
they
so
just moved
where
them.
did they put them? They just that's my solution. We move the
They
bad homeless.
they did the SpongeBob meme where Patrick's like, we just take the city and move it somewhere else. They literally did that.
I mean, okay, wait, but like for real though, shouldn't San Francisco be clean and you can just put the homeless into Oakland? Like, isn't that the whole point of Oakland?
I don't know. I haven't visited Oakland. I don't know if we're gonna have some Oakland residents on here gonna argue back with you on that.
You
I'm
want to
very
you
un.
you want to hear a real California story I have when I went?
Yes, no, let's hear it. I need some
All
firsthand
right.
experience.
Yeah, yeah. So I went to Northern California, NoCal, right? That's what the teens call it. And I was
Okay.
in San Francisco. Actually, I think our hotel was in Oakland, but it was
Hmm.
like near like the Warriors' old stadium. And then we spent most of the time in San Francisco. But the first day we went to go eat at some Hispanic restaurant. I think Mexican, but I don't know. I mean, it was tacos and stuff, so I think that's Mexican. Um, and then and then what happened was we went inside, and then I and another individual, another associate of mine, we were on a business meeting. Of course, it wasn't a family situation. We
Hmm.
were told to get something from our rental car, right? So I went outside with my associate, and the car windows were all smashed.
They
And
destroyed the rental car?
yeah, they did. Every single window besides like the rear one and the front one were
Why?
smashed. They wanted to take, so they see the rental car like plate, and then
Hmm.
they just like try and take stuff. Luckily we put stuff in the trunk, Not because we knew Oakland was bad, but that's just like standard practice. That's what yeah, I mean that's what I've known to do. But yeah, like they smashed it, and then we called the cops, and the cops were like, yeah, they do that when they see like certain license plates. It's whatever, and then we were like, okay.
Thank God the police informed you about this after the fact.
But the thing is, we didn't notice it when we pulled into the parking lot. There were glass shards everywhere already. So like they come into the parking lot, they smash stuff, they see what they can take, and then they leave. But
And
that was
this
in
is just
Oakland. That's my one
okay.
experience with Oakland. And then I looked it up online, and Oakland's basically the bad part, I think, of San Francisco. I mean, San Francisco has like, what is it called? They have that place. I don't know what it's called. All the tech people talk about it. There's like the one like
Silicon
Old
Valley,
Loft type
Los
place.
Santos, GTA 5.
Yeah, I mean it's like Strawberry in GTA 5.
That is not that. You know what? We're just gonna go with that. Yeah, Strawberry, the small the small cowboy town. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no, wait, that's from Red Dead. No, but
I
there's
like how you actually made that realization. I thought you. Okay.
no, but there's a strawberry in Grand Theft Auto in Los Santos as well.
I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you right away.
I believe that's for Franklin's business partners. I believe that's where they
Lamar.
reside. The ballers. That's where they reside.
Okay,
I
that's
think I
good.
might be completely wrong, but I think Oakland is just that, and I think San Francisco has a little bit of spillover. But I thought all the homeless were in Oakland, and then when people started like talking about all the homeless, and actually, you know what I think it is? The homeless in Oakland they have a little bit more swagger. And
Is that really what's driving them to do this? Maybe you didn't consider the fact that you deserved it. Maybe you parked over the line, or you gave somebody a nasty
it's
look.
true. Maybe it was the local police.
Maybe, yeah. Wait, I like this conspiracy. The police are telling people that it is that it is a different like criminal enterprise or like local people, when really it is the police that are conducting all the smash and grabs in the local area. I actually wouldn't put it past them. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
just
No,
suddenly
but
turned. This has suddenly turned entirely
it is an
politically
ins-
on its head here.
it might be an inside job actually. But no, I mean, I think the Oakland homeless. Now that I say this out loud, I think they have a little bit more swagger. They have a little bit more pep in their step, and I think the San Francisco homeless are more. Let's say they're more. I don't know how to phrase it properly for the
You don't
internet,
need
but
to.
they're. No,
You
no.
can
I
stop
think
right where you are.
I think no, it's not even that bad. I think the San Francisco homeless are like the ones on fentanyl.
You think they're sedated?
No, not fentanyl, not fentanyl. What's it called? Heroin, right? And then the
I,
ones in
I
Oakland are
like
on
I
crack,
know, right? Right?
right?
Like yeah, yeah, I know that.
It's a there's two types of homeless. All right, there's crack homeless and there's opioid homeless.
Okay.
I don't know which one I would rather have. I think I would rather
Which
have
one would you
opioid
rather be?
homeless. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think
I'm white, so I would say the
is there
opioid.
is there is there fentanyl and crack?
I haven't done a lot of drugs since 2016, so that I'm just kidding. I don't do drugs. But if I did a lot of drugs, it was in 2016. So I haven't done that in a while. I can't really speak to that. I think they're getting different shit now. I'm not really caught up on the meta when it comes to that sort of stuff. I mostly just drink alcohol, wood alcohol. I make in my home, like it's prohibition. Actually, I make it out of chairs,
It is
and
it is the
it
20s. It
erases
is the
it
20s.
erases my brain cells. Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
20s, dude. Yeah.
Exactly. You get it. Yeah, I'm actually, yeah. You know how hipsters are always like doing this throwback shit with like their vinyls and stuff like that? I'm proposing actually a new movement starting now, that we should just start making wood alcohol again and just
Yeah,
start
we should
drinking
actually.
that. Imagine a delicious mixer. You got your like a mimosa. You got your orange juice, but instead of like, I don't know, like champagne, so really nice champagne, we just put wood alcohol in there, and then we just drink that, and then it does
I
brain and
think
internal organ damage.
speaking of I mean, hearing what you're saying, I really understand why you made a cooking channel actually. But
Yeah, I have
speaking
problems.
of speaking of the Oakland homeless, I think they're more of the crack types. I might be wrong, but I believe they also have their own version of wood alcohol. I mean, it's not alcohol. I don't think it is, but I believe it's called lean. Is that correct?
I've been studying lean actually for my ASAP Rocky video. I've been doing a lot of samplings. I'm actually a sommelier. I'm a lean sommelier. So yeah, I am very familiar with the purple drink. You can clip
What is
that.
it? What's in it? I know it's codeine, and then what's
Yeah.
the purple?
So it's codeine, promethazine, and then you mix it with Sprite.
What's
So like
promethazine? What is
promethazine is a
promethazine?
similar. It's a similar substance to codeine that induces the same effects. So um, it's like
It's
basically
not.
drowsy cough medication mixed
Mhm.
with Jolly Ranchers and Sprite. And I don't know how people made this innovation. Just goes to show that we have modern day Einsteins and Benjamin Franklins among us that are discovering the lean recipe, which was never seen before them. So, yeah.
It's very avant-garde, actually. It's very avant-garde. It's a little experimental, which I always admire people who experiment. That's what
Mhm.
we do here on this channel.
You are on the cutting edge of content. This is
That
cutting
is
edge.
that is what we do. No, but that's actually interesting, right? Because prior to bringing that up, I I made a very strict dichotomy, right? I said Oakland homeless do crack, San Francisco homeless do opioids. But now we learned that the Oakland homeless also do opioids.
As an
But
indisputable fact, we uncovered. We're on the case.
you know what this is? This is like ancient Greece when like all the philosophers would get together
Hmm.
and they would just hash it out. They would talk business, they would chop it up. That's what's
Yep,
happening right now, actually. I think we're doing
exactly.
dialectic. I think this is Platonic dialectic.
I think it would be more fruitful conversation if we were both unemployed. I think like if we were actually like those philosophers and we were unemployed, I think our banter would, and our investigative skills, our reasoning, I think that would shoot through the roof. But sadly, we are shackled to
Yeah, we
employment.
are
So
shackled, dude. We are chained, dude.
you're
Chained by
chained. You're
industry.
chained. I'm living the life. I love my job. I love creating shareholder
No,
value.
I do too. All right. I love creating private industry wealth a lot,
Okay.
actually. Which
Mhm.
is why, the homeless they loot and they steal. That's why I
Incredible.
don't like. All right, whatever. Um,
Wow, you have really been on the homeless today. What do they do to you aside from destroy your rental vehicle?
I
And
actually
that could
don't
have
know if
not
those
even been
guys are
them. That
homeless.
could have been the police, like we said. So you're making shit
No,
up and you're
I
putting
think
it
it
on
was.
them.
I think it was a homeless guy. I think it was a homeless. I think it was a homeless guy. Um, but No, I mean, what do they do to me? Every time I walk by a certain train station in Chirac,
Mhm.
a this guy jiggles his coins at me, and he says, "Have a wonderful day." No, I'm kidding. I
Wow,
like
we
that
should
guy. That
put
guy's
we should
awesome.
put that guy we should put that guy in jail. You're
No,
right. That guy is
no, no,
committing
no.
human
But
rights violations.
under my system, that would actually be a good act, and his social credit score would go up 2 points.
Mm-hmm. Is this like the caste system? Are you saying that we should introduce a caste system?
No, 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 because this is based on merit, not blood.
Oh, is that what the cat? I'm so ill informed. I
This
think we
is
should break that down
this is
for our Western
meritocracy, dude.
audience. No, break.
No, no,
We
no.
need to break
This
down.
is
That's what we need to talk about now. We need to break down the caste system for the Western audience, who are unaware,
all
because
right.
I feel like
So
people don't know about this, including myself.
yeah. So here's the caste system. All right. If you're not subscribed to one of our channels,
Yeah, yeah. You go to jail, and then we torture you, and then you die.
you're at the bottom rung. Yes, you die.
Hmm.
You die immediately. All right. Upon hearing this, if you don't hit subscribe, you die. All right. That's
You
what
explode.
happens.
Hmm.
Exactly. One step above that, you press like. Maybe you watch a little bit of the video, but you don't subscribe. You don't leave a comment. This is like the merchants. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then the step above that, these are the business leaders, right? These are those who they are subscribed, right? But they don't watch ads. They have ad block. They sometimes leave a comment. They sometimes like videos.
The shilling is unbelievable.
And then the step above that, these are the warriors, right?
Hmm.
The politician class.
Hmm.
These are those who These are those who do subscribe. They watch most videos and they do engage. Right. These are good folk. We want to take care of them and we care about them deeply. And then there are the scholars, right? The philosopher kings, right? Those on top. These are us, those who create, and also those who
Directly pay you
do
money.
directly pay
I
money.
fucking knew you were gonna say it, dude. The shilling is unbelievable. Bro, will be like, can I get $1, bro? That's literally you right now, bro.
That's what
What is
this is,
going on
right?
here? What is this platform that I've joined? You're sipping on your little
I
cup,
need
bro.
money.
I'm gonna big bro you right now. See this?
What do
See
you mean?
this?
This is a no, but all right. How many ounces is that? Let's count.
I'm drinking a gallon. I'm drinking
How many ounces is in a gallon? I don't know my European terms. That's not European, is it?
16 ounces, I think. No, is that a fucking pound? Dude, we're uneducated. We should
No,
be
no,
killed, dude. We should be rounded up and killed for this
no, dude.
discussion that we're having.
We don't deal in petty technicalities, dude. We deal in big ideas, concepts.
True.
All right.
Oops, sorry. I almost smooched you there.
I have two actually. I have this one and I have this one, right? So actually 2 + 2, I mean 1 + 1 = 2.
Is there lean in there?
No, there's not lean in there.
Do you see? Wait, did my background just turn totally white for you?
Well,
I
if it
think I
ain't white,
died. I think
you may
I
have
think I
died.
I may have died and entered some sort of digital hellscape where I can't escape
Wait,
Discord.
was there lean in your gallon? Did you
I
just
think I
overdose?
think I, there was cyanide in there. I think I just died. I think it's over for me. Let's see if I lean back.
Interesting.
Oh no. Okay, no.
If you lean back, is that what you
No,
just
yeah,
said?
you're right. You're right. There we go. No,
Lean,
I
the
didn't
lean
die.
max indeed.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry about that.
What were we were talking about? We were talking about crack versus opioids. Is that what we were talking about?
No, we were not talking about that.
Oh yeah, the homeless guy. Yeah, the guy who says like, "Have a good day." I like that guy. That guy gets points.
Okay.
All right. Those actually, there's one homeless guy I saw once. Um, he was interesting. I saw him. I saw him in public. I was wearing these like joggers, but they were like I don't know. I got them from Kohl's or something.
That's
They had like a
feminine.
zipper. They had like a zipper on the ankle. I don't wear them anymore, but they had a zipper up. But like, it was this is when this was cool. All right. So this
You're
homeless
following
guy.
trends? Yeah, we have
I
a
actually don't
fashion
know.
maxer. We have a looks maxer in chat. Can we get this
That's
looks
true. I'm
maxer
wearing
out of
an
chat?
$8 Ram shirt from Ross when I went to California, by the way. So
Nice.
the story adds up. But yeah, this homeless guy saw the chains on me, dude. He saw the chain on my ankle,
Hmm.
and he did not think it was a prison ankle bracelet, but he thought it was like a zipper, like a cool zipper. And he walked up to me and he's like, "Hey, bro, that's free. Those are cool pants. Those are cool looking pants, dude." That's what he said to me. He didn't say, "Dude." He said it way with a lot more swag. I would
Hmm.
say,
Hmm.
a lot more
Okay.
cadence and rhythm
And
to
you
his
felt cool when
verbiage.
this happened. This made your day.
I was considering. So here's the thing. My instinct when I see a homeless individual, right, and I believe they are individuals. Um, uh,
For a
anytime I
great
see
distinction.
anytime I see a homeless individual, I my instinct is just walk away. But this guy caught me. All right, he came to me. He was like, I didn't know he was talking to me at first. He sat down next to me, and he was like, I like your pants. Like I like the zipper. Those are cool. You're a cool guy. That's what he said. And I was like, all right, if he's gonna say this, I'll have to hear him out because he's clearly not. He clearly has some type of rational ability.
Mhm. You were locked into
If
an
he's
unskippable cutscene.
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly deducing these things from first principles, right? He sees me, he says that guy looks cool, right? If someone comes to that conclusion that fast, that's pure instinct, and he has good instincts.
Mhm.
That's what I believe. So he came up to me, he saw my
Is this
cool
Peter
looking
Thiel
pants.
related? Was that a shout out to like zero sum game or whatever that dumb fucking book is?
It's called 0 to 1, by the way, dude, and that's how this channel is gonna blow up. All right?
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
that's the method by which we are going to achieve
that's the
success.
method. That's how you achieve YouTube success. By the way, this
Listen
is
to
what
Peter
Thiel
Thiel,
says, right?
sell out to
He says,
Palantir.
if you want to make a restaurant, you will be in perfect competition, and according to economic theory, in under conditions of perfect competition, profits converge to zero in the long run. That's the facts. All right, that's just true. But you want to monopolize, right? You want to do things other people aren't doing, and you want to crowd them out, right? You want to do something other people can't do. So you want to be
Mhm.
non-competitive in a way where
Mhm.
other people can't recreate what you're doing. That's how you maximize audience share. I think that's probably true. That's what people say about niches or whatever. But anyway, going back to this homeless guy who knew I was cool, right? He knew it instinctually.
Mhm.
He told me that my pants look cool, and then I was like, oh, like thanks. And then he was like, you're the first, non non not person without swagger who has like responded to me like in months. That's what he said.
In months, in a way that's actually terrible, dude. That's terrible.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, like, no one talks to me. Like most people walk away unless they're just like me. And I was like, all right, all right, all right. And then so then like he kept saying that stuff. He was clearly trying to swindle me of my hard-earned money where he was a lazy no, just kidding. No, he clearly wanted money for good reason, probably to buy some lean. So what I did in that moment
It
is
just
I
gets
opened my
better and
wallet.
better, folks.
I opened my wallet and I gave him some money from my wallet, and he looked me in the eyes and he was like, "Thank you." All right. And then I walked away, even though I was waiting for someone. So I shouldn't have walked away. I should have stayed there because I had to stay there for like another hour because someone
Mhm.
was coming in from another train. But I pretended like my time was up. I was sitting on a bench and I just got up and walked away. But I
Incredible.
gave him money. I gave him money. He took my money. But he called me cool, right? And he
So,
said my
so in order
pants were
to
cool.
aid people, you have to retrieve something in return. So, like a compliment or
Yeah. No, but that guy, I don't know if I like that guy. I'm a little conflicted about that guy.
not even this guy's doing it for you.
I don't know. That guy, I don't know about him, he's I mean, I don't like the fact that I gave him $10. I mean, obviously he needs it. And at the time I was unemployed, all right? So both of us were unemployed. All right? So I was the good homeless, but I had a home in a way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely follow your story, and I think there's a moral to this that a lot of people will take away. I'm not going to say what it is, but I think there's a big moral to the story.
The moral of the story is sometimes, sympathetic figures they can fool you into giving them cash. No, that's not the moral of the story. The moral of the story is we have fun. That's the moral of the story.
Wow, that's really something, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like a source of like moral guidance, I think, for the next generation. Like when I think about people leading us in this new day and age, we just met, but I've looked to this podcast before for a sense of, the world is so crazy now. We just need
It's a
leaders like you
mess. It's a dangerous place.
to define what it means to be a good person. And I think that's exactly what your story illustrates. I think that's exactly what the purpose of this podcast is. Yeah, you're a thought leader during this time. So I really appreciate the
Yeah,
opportunity for me
exactly.
to hear you
I
talk
mean,
about a homeless man that you gave $10 who complimented your pants.
yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of discourse spheres online, right? But this one might be the most intellectual, right? Because we approach things from a first principles point of view, right? Everything is axiomatically defined on this podcast, right? We don't have assumptions. We dive in from the first set of assumptions. We craft them ourselves, and then we move forward. That's what this podcast is, and that's why we get all the money and views and the sponsors.
Exactly. And the sponsors, yeah. They're really yeah, we need Manscaped, we need Dude Wipes to have the sponsored segment
Yeah.
of the homeless person donating social credit caste system segment. Yep.
BetterHelp, by the way, hit up my email. You can go to the YouTube description and see my email.
Well, what would
buy
you even
buy
spend that money
therapy.
on, dude? What would you even spend that money on if you
I
got
would go to that homeless guy if he's not dead yet, and I would give him $5.
That's where the YouTube sponsor ad revenue is going.
I donated to the homeless. Dude. What are you talking about? No, but I love the homeless. The homeless are great. Anything I've said against the homeless has been, said in pure jest. Some of them deserve it, right? I don't think we can deny that. But most of them, actually, I don't know about most. Some of them are great.
What did they ever do to you to deserve this diatribe?
They took my money. They took my $10. What if I told that story and I said he robbed me first, but then I ended up explaining the story and I said that I just gave him $10?
Yeah,
That would be funny.
yeah, that would be more sympathetic framing for me to relate to you on
He
this
did
level.
rob me. He emotionally put a gun to my head, dude. That's what he did. He was like, "Bro, I'm freaking homeless, dude." I'm like, "Dude, are you trying to shoot me or something?"
He's trying
in
to
the heart.
gaslight you. He's trying to
shooting me in the
gaslight you.
chest, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's our discourse on homeless people. This is a good podcast, actually.
Yeah, this is a really productive segment.
No, but I think in the area where both of us probably reside. I don't know where you live. You live in you live in New Hampshire. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I think the area where I reside, I see a lot more crack homeless. There's a lot more crack homeless over here.
There must be something to it. Have you considered that?
Yeah. During my time in the Arizona, I was a field scout there for struggling youth
in Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If there are any struggling youth in Arizona, I help them out. But over there, a lot more chilled out homeless. Like they're all sleeping. They're all on heroin.
Oh.
They don't, dude. They don't get
talking
heroin
about
here.
the drug meta of homeless people.
All right. You know what it is? Who's the chick?
Is insane.
Who's the chick from who is the chick from Marvel Rivals who has a little like laser thing?
There's a lot of people like that with lasers.
The one that's OP, right? The meta, yeah, the meta, like the cool one. I was told by Bleeba on YouTube to use that one.
I don't know. I don't know which one you're referencing.
Bleeba.
No, I don't know this. I don't know who this is, bro.
He is. I'm trying to get him on the podcast. He might be on soon, but we'll see. He's talking to my team. I have a team of a couple guys who. The guys that contacted you.
yeah. For the interview that lasted 3 minutes, and then you had an entire segment for like 25 minutes just talking about.
Wait, how long was that? Let me. Actually, I can't even turn off the screen because I'm screen recording.
Even fucking long.
Let me check my phone. It's been 47 minutes. This is a good podcast.
Oh my god!
It's a great
do you think I should tell my subscribers about this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure you've earned it with this.
You should actually. No, because it's all been me. You've been hedging, right? He doesn't endorse anything I say, by the way, just so everyone knows. If you gotten this far,
I endorse everything he says.
Okay, all right. So what I'm saying is we need to. I don't know. We need to give the homeless housing by taking housing.
Just stop there. Just stop.
From other homeless.
Just stop.
From other homeless. We needed to take a housing.
No, I think you can stop there, bro. All right. What's your next topic, bro? We need to evacuate the premises.
All right. This is a segue, and then we'll get off the drug topic and homeless topic completely. All right, but this is related to your channel.
Okay.
So
how could those two segue? How could they possibly segue?
All right. So let's say you're a chef, right? You like to cook, not drugs, but you like to cook food. I've been told fentanyl doesn't have a taste, right? This is what I've been told. So you can sprinkle a little bit on food. I don't know if it boils in water, if it dissolves or what. Let's say you make a meal and you put just the tiniest bit, like the safest amount of fentanyl in the food. Do you think that would be bad? Do you think that's a bad thing? Or do you think it just makes the food more tasty? Isn't that technically what like chip companies do when they put a bunch of sugar and good stuff in their little treats?
I don't think, well, one, I don't think it's used as a seasoning. So I think you're a little bit off base there. But two, the most
You could
similar,
experiment.
yeah, well, yeah, you're right. Maybe people just aren't thinking about that enough. Just insert fucking brutal opioids into your food. No, but I think, I've considered that with creatine before, back when I used to be on creatine, which is a steroid, by the way, and it is illegal to do. So if you're 13 years old listening to this and you're on creatine, you're going to jail. So that's one thing. But yeah, so I used to do illegal drugs like creatine, and I thought about adding it to my food. Really, it becomes denatured with the heat. That's why you can't do that. Like there's natural creatine in red meat, for example.
Is that true? Is that
Um,
true?
Yes, there is. Yeah. So you can look that up.
I've
I'm the
been
only
putting that in
one
my
coming with
coffee
any fact
sometimes.
checked information. Yeah. So you can put it in coffee, depending on how hot your coffee is. Maybe it'll denature it. But, people put it in shakes or cold things because it doesn't chemically denature the creatine so your body can absorb it more properly. So that's why you can't get all of that. Like supplementation is beneficial in that way. So, yeah, I don't know if that works the same way with fentanyl or not. I don't know if fentanyl and creatine are
No, because people
similar
smoke
enough on that level.
fentanyl. No, do they smoke fentanyl, or no, they eat it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't. I don't know anyone who does that. So I don't know if I
All
could
right.
really
Well,
get you the key
your
information there.
next, your next. Oh, all right, but hear me out here. If you made a YouTube video, I tried putting fentanyl in food. Dude,
Yeah,
think
that
about
would
the
first of
views
all that
on
would
this.
definitely be that would definitely be monetized, and people would definitely be interested.
Dude, yeah. So you could do that. I'm giving you an idea here, right?
Okay.
This is a gift from me to you. And
Okay.
eventually, this is a video you make. I tried putting fentanyl in my mac and cheese or something, and then then
Hold on.
you give it to people, and you just film them. You film them experiencing your mac and cheese.
Okay, if you look up fentanyl mac and cheese, the first item that comes up is just Kraft mac and cheese. So I think that means that it might
Oh,
already be in there, actually. Go ahead and search on
That's why
Google.
everyone wants it.
Go ahead and search on Google. Yeah, that's the first thing that pops up. So I think that they're already a step ahead of you, you and
Damn,
I on that one. I think they're already doing this. And they're putting it, all those ingredients that people don't read on the side of the box. If you
that
look
makes
closely,
sense.
there are actually
Red 40, Red
psilocybin
40 is just
mushrooms,
fentanyl.
red 40, and then, yeah, fentanyl. So.
Okay. Yeah, they probably use some fancy name for it, like high fructose.
I think you're
Yeah, so
cracking the. I think you're
you
cracking the
get high
code.
from the F. Yeah,
Hmm.
you get high from
Hmm.
the F fentanyl.
Yep.
Um, yeah. All right. So enough about vitamin F. Let's move on to other topics. All right. So I think you wanted to discuss something pretty profound. Actually, you
Yeah.
brought this up beforehand.
Yeah. I have something very important to say actually, and I think this will be the conversation where we leave it off, as we've already covered a lot of ground, obviously, with our
Yeah.
conversation today.
We'll have to do another episode where we hash out more things, but
I agree. No. No.
let's
Yeah.
get this topic on.
I just need to vent a little bit. And I have a bone to pick. I have a bone to pick with something very specific, and it's gooning. I have a bone to pick with gooning. And there's a variety of reasons I could get into detailing that in a little bit more specificity. But recently, my goat, my legend, my friend, Ye, he's fallen victim
That's Kanye West,
repeatedly.
by the way.
No, his name is Ye. He's gone out of his mind on laughing gas. Yes, he is a terrible person. Yes, I will grant you that. But I think both
He
of
gave
these
you
things
101
can.
vie's.
Yeah, yeah, 101,000. Thank you for that. Yeah,
Oh
so
yeah,
I made money.
sorry, I
I
forgot
made
the
money
kid.
off. I've made money off his name. He's not a good person at all. So I need to communicate that first and foremost. But I think that, and this is a somewhat serious point of discussion, gooning or addiction to just things of a sexual nature, I think has completely destroyed his mind. I think it's destroying the minds of the youth. I think it's infecting everything that we see online. I think it's being pushed onto people. I think it's just really devastating to see that people don't take things like this seriously. Like people are like, oh, gambling or like, oh, alcohol. They're like almost funny that if you might have a problem with them. I feel like it's the same way with gooning, and people like, oh, say don't goon or whatever, bring shame back. But I think it's actually a very serious conversation that needs to be had where we need to start shaming these people. We need to call this out more. We need to start destroying them with flamethrowers. So I think we should kill our local gooner. I would advise you to go to their house and end their life.
Catch them in the act, catch them. Actually, you want to know what should happen? The social media companies, they have the data, right?
Mm.
So we should have a public database of everyone who partakes in such behavior, and we should
Yep.
just publish it.
Anybody who
Like
is watching. Yep.
Doge can just put the database out. Of course, they have it. That's what the NSA does for a living. They should release the database on all gooners. And there's a soccer team. I think they're called the Gooners. Actually, I think it's the Gunners. But anyway, I think this should be a public database, and everyone should be able to query it. We should be able to look at it, and we should see names and addresses and social security numbers of these individuals.
See, now we're talking. It's not
yeah.
enough to be in the comment section of some VTuber and start spamming flamethrower gifs. That is not enough on Instagram Reels. You are not doing enough by doing this. We need to find these people. We need to have their names and addresses in a database, and then
social security numbers.
And social security numbers, and then they need to be eliminated from orbit. I think we need to test experimental DARPA level weapons on them.
This is all tying in. All right, we kill these people. Allegedly, I mean, I don't know how to phrase it properly. We kill them ironically for this podcast.
There we go. You're saved, bro. We're saved. This segment could stay in now. Absolutely, this segment could stay in.
And then you want to know what we do?
We eat them.
We eat them, or we feed them.
We eat them.
We feed them to the homeless.
Okay, we cannot go back to this conversation.
And we give their houses to the homeless with high social credit scores. And gooning should lower your social credit score. It should lower it.
You know what? I think that actually was a good connection there. I think you're right. I think if you have a fursuit or are watching a little shark anime person make strange noises, your house should be given to the homeless, and you should be eaten by them, and you should be made into sashimi.
Yeah, we should just throw them into your house with weapons.
We arm them. This is fucking insane. But it's a real solution, so we're only talking realistically here.
Yeah.
I think we're killing two birds with one stone with that, because
that's how problems are solved. These politicians don't want to solve it because they're lazy.
No.
And they're old. So we should, we should take homes from gooners and give them to the homeless. That's what we should do.
I think we should. I think they should have to live on the streets without internet connection.
Yeah, that's it. Oh no, I mean, we shoot and kill them and feed them.
Is any of this gonna go online? This is an insane conversation.
This is not serious. This is all. By the way, if anyone's watching this, no
one is watching this.
None of this is serious. All right. So in the future, when both of us are supremely successful individuals, and this video comes out because let's say we get some really big career break, and some hater, some opposition is like, dude, look at what they're talking about in 2025. We can show this clip where I'm saying this, and I can be like, bro, I was joking around. What are you talking about?
No,
that's true.
We'll say that it was AI, and we'll scrub the internet of all.
That's true. It was AI. There's actually no way to prove this is real. I mean, the background's already digitally altered.
Mm-hmm. I'm not real. I'm digitally altered. I am a VTuber. I'm hating on VTubers. I am a VTuber right now. This is my avatar.
Dude, speaking of furries, did you watch the NBA All-Star game?
No. Why? How is there a connection between those two?
Right. All right. So I was on Instagram. Some associates of mine DM'd me, and they were like, "This All-Star game sucks." Blah blah blah. And then I clicked on a DM and I was like, all right, I'll turn it on. I went to my Firefox tab. I opened up a totally legal way to watch basketball, and
Mhm.
I I pulled up the All Star game, right? Uh, and the first thing I see is like a bunch of furries. There's like 7 or 8 of them, and they're all dancing. They're dancing around one
They're
guy
at the
because he made a
court.
half court shot. They what? Yeah. They're at the court. There's furries on the court.
What is this real?
I think they're called mascots or something. I think.
Uh, I don't know
No,
why. I'm leaving the call. That was your last straw. That was your last straw, saying that Benny the
no,
Bull
dude.
and
But no, but for real though, when I first saw it, this tells you I go on the internet too much. I saw like the mascots and like they had tails and stuff, and I was like, dude, what is going on, dude? They can't have this on TV. Because here's the thing. It's not just that they're mascots. If it was just one game and there's one mascot, like Benny the Bull for the Chicago Bulls,
yeah,
that's fine, right? Because I know what he is. He's not a furry, but when I turn on a basketball game and all I see are a bunch of animals, like a bunch of people wearing fursuits with
hmm
tails and stuff, and then Mr. Beast was there. I think he was like paying like 100,000 to like the guy who makes the half court shot, and so there's Mr. Beast and there's a bunch of furries, and I was like, dude, there's no way this is not furries.
they should have just sent a ballistic missile and hit the building and just and just taking care of everybody there.
That's true. Actually, they probably should have done that. I think they should have called in. They should have called in. What's the thing called in Call of Duty? A little thing. The
Uh,
UAW? No.
no, that's the scam thing. No, they should
What's
have
the
just
thing where
nuked
you
it.
freaking drop the little
The
bomb?
attack helicopter. I don't know, but they had a chance
Yeah.
to take out Jimmy Beast, Mark of the Beast, the Antichrist himself, and they didn't take it. So that's really
I'm gonna be
sad.
honest, dude. I've watched 60 seconds of a Mr. Beast video in my entire life, and all
Whoa,
this
wait.
talk.
This is gonna be a good clippable section, bro. We need to talk about how Mr. Beast is the Antichrist.
Oh yeah, we should. So okay. So I'll start it off with this. Mr. Beast, right? Everyone talks about how he's like the king of YouTube, and obviously by the metrics he is, I think. But the the people make the argument that Mr. Beast is like the best YouTuber because like he's super like analytics focused and like he basically like game the algorithm or something. That's usually the claim. I have been told that his videos are so addictive if you turn them on, you can't turn them off. Like that's what he tries to do. I
Hmm.
watched one video, right? In my entire life, I watched one 60-second video of Mr. Beast. The most boring thing I've ever seen in my life. So it only leads me to believe that all these views are because he's the Antichrist.
You think so? I think yeah. You think
Yeah.
he's doing like some sort of dark magic? I actually can confirm that. That he is doing that because no one. Have you ever known a Mr. Beast watcher in your life? Have you ever met one?
Dude,
Ever seen his
I've
fans
never, not
online? Have you
once.
ever had a like? He's so huge. You would think that he would have a fandom around him. Think of the last time that you saw Mr. Beast fans. Like even Elon fans are coming out of the woodwork and they're making
Oh, yeah, but
themselves known everywhere. Where are
they
the
always
Mr. Beast
existed
fans?
though.
No, but
Yeah,
where are
they
the
don't
Mr.
exist.
Beast? They're not in the comment section. They're not on Reddit. They're not on 4chan. They're not on iFunny. The three big platforms. I don't know, maybe some smaller ones like X or Facebook or Instagram, but they're
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 not on
nowhere to be
Belly.
found. No, they're not on Belly. They're not on Belly. They're not on Kick. They're not on anywhere. Realistically, they are nowhere. I think we're actually uncovering something. You can't see his fandom online, it doesn't exist. So clearly, these people either A aren't real, or B, they are real and they all just don't speak English, maybe. So they're not in the same
I
like
was, I was about to
communities
say.
that we
I
see.
was about to say.
I
I
don't
think
know.
they're all
Like who
Filipino and Indian children. I think that's what
if
they
you're
are.
if you're watching this right now, if this is clipped or if you're just still listening right now, please put in the comments if you are a Mr. Beast fan and make yourself known. And then put a picture of yourself in the comments as well so that we can see that you're a real
Yeah, and
human
put your
being.
address so we can verify you actually live there.
Yes. And so dox yourself
Yeah.
in the comments. No, but I think this is something big that a lot of people just haven't noticed. They're nowhere to be found. I mean, is there even a subreddit for him? There's got to be. Those creatures like everything. Let me go look.
Bro. I mean, I'm sure
R
there's a
slash Mr.
subreddit, but
Beast.
like those people might all be just ChatGPT bots, dude,
Okay, hold
talking to
on.
each
There
other.
is. There's a 1.7 million. Wait, listen to this. There's 1.7 million people in the Mr. Beast subreddit. There are 16 people online right now.
They're
Does
all
that make
fake, dude.
does that
Wait,
make
wait,
sense
wait,
to you?
wait. They have to be internet. They're all asleep. They're all in the Philippines and India.
Do you think so? Wait,
It has to be.
all the posts are by the same person called Mr. Beast admin.
No way, dude. Is that real?
Are there new or do people post this? Oh, it's a completely controlled thing. And they all only have like 100
Are you
upvotes.
serious? Wait, is he actually like?
There's
Wait, yeah, they're all
1.7 million people here,
what?
and this isn't real. I think we're actively uncovering a conspiracy. I don't think that this is
Wait.
real.
What? Wait, yeah, to post, you have to request to post. It's totally controlled.
Well, it's not just
It's
controlled. There are
crazy.
16 people online out of 1.7 million. You're telling me
Yeah,
that
because
like
like,
is that real statistics? I mean, they're
wait, can I
nowhere to be
comment? Will it
found
let me comment?
online. Yeah, try and comment. Maybe you don't have, I don't know if I have enough karma.
Oh yeah, you can comment, but all the comments are like, "Oh, looks like they upgraded the 4K for all the equipment." That's the freaking comment, dude. This has to be him just commenting over and over again. Maybe he's just refreshing his video a bunch of times, like I did when I was in 5th grade. You know?
So? No, dude, I think there's something going on here. I think we need to have some sort of investigation on this. I think that he's not a real. I think he's like fake. I don't think he's real.
Yeah, I never believed the hype because if you watch the videos, like all he talks about all like this is how you get views. You have to get the attention from the beginning, right? I've tried, dude. The attention doesn't stick,
I
and I'm
think it's
not someone
children.
with low. Yeah. I mean, I think it is.
But even children are active online. Like you'll see like
No,
on
I don't
like
know,
Twitter
dude.
and shit like that, all these Stan accounts, like half of them are
But
fucking young
like,
people, I
how
would
old are the
assume.
Stan accounts? I thought they're in high school.
I don't know. Like maybe, I guess. So
Oh,
you're thinking that
actually,
they're like 4 years old? You think the viewers are 4 years old? But then why is he
I
not on
think
YouTube Kids?
is he not on YouTube Kids?
He's like collaborating with like, well, Logan Paul and KSI. Yeah, maybe all the fans are like 6 years old.
Because I think I'm pretty sure like him, Jake Paul, Logan Paul might have like the crossover, which sounds crazy, but I think that's what it is. I think like
I
that
think you might be right.
generation, like that style of fan. I don't know what they are. I think they're like, I don't think they're high school. I think they're like middle school boys or something.
Hmm.
Um, I think they watch Mr. Beast and they're like, oh, cool challenge. Like it's like when people used to watch like the who are the two bald guys, the Mythbusters or whatever.
Dude, perfect. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they would like
or
do
Dude
trick
Perfect,
shots and
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah. Like it's like young lad things, you know. The guy who was tailgating me today, he may have aged out, but like I think people who look like him.
I think our next episode needs to be an in-depth discussion, and I think I'm going to look into the demonology on
Yeah.
on the
No, dude,
Antichrist and Mr.
he's
Beast.
all right. He's called the Beast. He made blind people see.
Yeah, he's performing dark miracles. Um,
Dude, yeah, and once he releases a crypto, that's like the isn't the thing in the Bible say like
yeah, the mark of the beast. You have to get the microchip, the Mr. Beast microchip, and
oh
then,
dude,
and then no,
and
subscribing to his channel. Subscribing to his channel is the fucking mark of the beast.
if you go on his Twitter, I mean, it doesn't say he doesn't say this every day, but if you go on his Twitter, multiple times he said like he wants to run for president.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he says that multiple times,
All right, we're gonna we're
like
gonna
more than
we're gonna
once.
need to lead this into. But there's got to be a to be continued on this one, okay? Because I haven't eaten all day, but there's a lot of meat to this story. I think that we need to uncover, and I'm seriously like convinced that there's something going on there. So
Yeah, I mean the subreddit's fake. His channel's not as good as everyone says. I mean, I get he gets the views. I think they are partially botted, dude. I think they are botted though. Like not
uh,
I'm not saying his whole channel's botted, but like what's the engagement to let me just this is the last thing we'll discuss, bro. What's the engagement to I need to get an assistant who looks things up for me, dude. I need to get
yeah, we need
a young
Jamie. Jamie, can
intern.
you pull that up?
Yeah.
A young intern. Yo, chill.
No, that's not what I meant. Wait, relax,
Okay,
dude.
yo,
This is
bro,
a
chill
family
out.
friendly show, dude. We would never We would never say things inappropriate on this channel. All right, this is on YouTube Kids.
Thank
No.
God. This is on YouTube Kids. We're talking about Mr. Beast is the Antichrist, and you
All
talk
right.
about
Oh,
how homeless people should be
dude.
killed.
First comment as an Egyptian. Actually, no, I'm watching the pyramids video. That makes sense. Never mind. No, but wait.
Brilliant investigative work, bro.
Wait, hold on a second. Dude, this has to be fake. All right, he's either actually the greatest of all time, which I don't think. Dude, his pictures look so fake. But anyway, he either has to be the greatest of all time, or these are all fake views. Dude, how do you have 364 million subscribers and all your videos are getting like 300 million views? That's not real, dude. There's no ratio like that.
Conversion rate is insane.
Dude, it's just not real unless YouTube is just like, oh, this guy says he's hacked the algorithm. Let's lean into it because it looks cool. Or he's just paying a bunch of Filipino kids to watch his videos, which does happen. That's not that expensive.
Or he is YouTube.
That
like they're propping up his channel.
This picture of him. Dude, these pictures are insane, dude. Have you seen his thumbnails?
No, let me pull
I don't want to click on any of them. Everyone who says like, "Oh, his thumbnails are the most clickbait worthy thing on the planet," they look like crap, dude. Look at the $1 versus 100,000. No, like a $1 versus $100 million car. Look at that picture, or any of them.
Yeah, looks really scary.
Do kids see that face and they're like, "Yeah, that guy seems friendly"? Maybe this is why they're all getting freaking tricked by candy, dude. All right, I shouldn't say that one.
I didn't even notice that. You're fucking insane. All right.
These are jokes.
All right, we need to continue this investigation next time. I need to eat food because I haven't eaten since like lunch. So, but we need to talk more about this.
Yeah. You. How's your availability? You will be on again. I mean,
absolutely.
I want to do this every week.
I'll be a reoccurring character.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do the show every week. You don't have to be on every week, but like, if I don't have a guest, I might just hit you up.
Okay, bro. Yeah, I'll be the emergency guest, bro. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Sounds good. This has been the Headless Hour. I'll let Mr. Wave take it away from here. Any last words?
No, subscribe to Michaelwave on YouTube. If you somehow aren't subscribed and you've listened this long to this podcast, everything here is satire. Just having a good time. Except that Mr. Beast stuff, I feel very fervently that he is a demonic entity. So we will be pulling back that in a CoffeeZilla style investigation. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Cornell English major, Mr. Arthur Sung, Mr. Dr. Sung Kung Woo. I'm very happy to be here. So thank you for inviting me.
It's been a pleasure hosting. All right, I think we hit a lot of very important and pivotal topics to this country's future,
three
the
topics.
World's future.
You're very right.
All right. We'll see you all next time. All right, this is over. That went very well.